The Salinas army hits the dark continent. Day one was almost over. Reed and Mom had been on the trigger, but a big old warthog came across our road, was running for the brush, and he caught an unlucky bullet right behind the shoulder with probably one of my better shots. And I got a heck of a prize specimen. My favorite memory is walking up to a cloud of dust that he kicked up when he fell and seeing his head leaning off the ground thanks to those giant tusks. What a beast. And what a shot.
Yeah, but this isn't my first go.
All along the river, Chelmsford's army lay asleep. Come to crush the children of Mageba. Come to exact the realm's price for peace.
So nowadays, I'm more of a predator hunter, and I really wanted to get into some sort of species of predator while in Africa, and looky there, Wade and I went out for spotlighting, probably my best memory of the whole trip. Wade got his first ever animal, and I got a genet, then Ryan got an awesome porcupine. Time for the buff, or the dagger boy, or umbogo, or whatever you want to call him. Got my safari rig set up. It's lobbing 900 and something grain arrows with 200 grain single bevel broadheads. After a spring of trying to shoot it, tweaking a rotator cuff, and finally getting healed up, it's shooting good enough for action. Here we go.
Broken by the benders of kings, vainglorious general, Victorian pride would cost.
Yeah, fickle winds are not the friends of any hunter, and it wasn't helping our case either. That being said, a lot of the smaller game, they didn't quite seem to mind, except for maybe those warthogs. They had pretty good noses. Most things that ended up going downwind of us eventually blew out.
They came to the side of a mountain. Scouts rode out to spy the land. Even as the realm soldiers lay resting, Macaba's forces were soon at hand.
I've heard some people say if you don't get excited when you're hunting an animal, you don't need to hunt anymore. Well, this event here reminded me, yep, I'm still enjoying this. My heart was going through my chest. Adrenaline and blood was pounding in my ears. And goodness, look at this buffalo working his way in. So this is gonna be awesome. We got plenty of light. The buffalo's almost to my shooting lane, my one and only shooting lane out of that brush blind. And then, uh-oh, hang on a minute. is starting to circle the blind and going downwind into heavy cover. I've got 0 bow shots, so you know what? It turned into a rifle hunt.
I hear the drums echoing tonight, but she hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in 12:30 flight. The moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide me toward. Some old forgotten.
Yeah, that wasn't exactly the way I imagined things going down, but hey, that's hunting. Take your opportunity. And when that buff was at 25 yards through heavy brush, I figured he could get right in the blind with us, and I didn't really care for that option, nor did I care for him running off after so many hours waiting for a chance. So I threaded a bullet through heavy brush, got one in him, and he ran to about, I don't know, 65 yards or so, stood there, humped up. Guess what? Shoot him again. So after the second shot, the buff ran out of sight. The other buffalo joined him, and we could hear them trying to get him up with their horns, knocking him down. Then we heard the death bellow, and eventually all got quiet.
The wild dogs cry out in the night as they grow restless, longing for some solitary company. I know that I must.
So we changed up the territory. We got into the hills, was looking for a bush buck or a klipspringer or a reed buck. Hey, I like the look of that thing. What is it? Hey, that's a pretty good klipspringer.
Inside, frightened of this thing that I've become. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away.
Yep, and right after the klipspringer, I'm now 0 for 4 on getting any of my animals on film. But hey, I wasn't gonna miss my chance. You know what I'm saying.
Things down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never
Aim and right in the shoulder.
Did I hit him?
Hurry, boy, she's waiting. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. 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 I bless the rains.
No.
Are you looking at my shorts?
It's underwear.
Oh yeah.